Hey, we got new music from Frank Ray in the studio with us now. What's
About
up, bro?
time.
Good to see you,
I
man.
know. Yeah, I mean, I've been saying that for 2 years. I'm just kidding.
It's good to see you again, brother. It's,
Good to see you.
we're just listening to this. Bubba's got some of the music here. We're just kind of tracking through a little bit of it. God, so good.
Thanks, man. You know, it's a body of work that I'm really, really proud of. It's you know, a couple years in the making, but it's my major label debut album, and I wanted to, you know, it's my introduction into mainstream country music, essentially, right? I mean, we've been around for a little bit, but when you think about it, 2 years in the grand scheme of things is not a really long time.
Well, it's also been a crazy 2 years, too. It was
Yeah.
the 2 years post-COVID, so,
Yep.
you know, everybody's kind of, I mean, you're busy. You're
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to get out there, and everybody's touring again, and everybody's doing all that stuff again. I mean, like, when you were probably in the middle of making all this was, what, 2020?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, it was
crazy,
It was
man.
crazy, and then of course I was getting used to like living in Tennessee, so the allergies were bad. So sometimes I go into the vocal booth and be like, your voice isn't there today. Come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'd get fired from the vocal booth. It's crazy, which is not what you want to hear as a vocalist.
That's not good.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's like,
it
hey,
is
you
not.
suck, Frank. Go home
See you later.
and come back and try again.
I was listening to, what do you call this little beat that's in the back of Street Lights?
It's kind of sounds like a reggaeton beat.
That's what I was going to say, but I was like, yeah, I was thinking Puerto Rico. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
this...
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is like, you know, this album definitely offers a heavy Latin element. You know what I
I
mean?
like the
And
horns. I like
Yeah.
everything. I mean,
Oh man, I really had to fight for horns. Or I say I fight, but we were recording Streetlights, and I had talked to Frank Rogers, who was my producer on it, and I was like, hey man, I really would like, you know, like a brass section on this. He's like, yeah, okay, we'll see if it's in the budget or whatever. And we went through, and I listened to all the vocal comps and everything, and it was kind of nearing the end of production, and I was like, no horns yet.
What happened to my horns?
Yeah, and so finally he was just like, hey, you
Hello?
want to come back and listen to it? I think I got everything all comped out and this and that. And so I came over to his house, and I sat down and listened to the album, or listened to the song, and when it gets to the bridge, it's that big old moment. Bah,
Yeah.
bah, and I was like, and I got up, I like got out of my seat, just freaked out, and it was just a great moment. But after that, I think seeing that my reaction and then knowing how it complemented the song, we put horns and everything. So
Yeah.
there's horns like in Spring Break, a song called Spring Break on there. Y'all showed up.
horns in country
Party with
music,
Strangers.
I think, are hand in hand. I mean, all the way back to Ring of Fire,
Yes.
to Beer in Mexico.
Yes.
To,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
some of the
not-
best
I know.
country songs on the planet have had horns in them. And
Yeah, I think
I
even
love that.
Luke Combs had one here recently on one of his songs. I can't remember what the song was, but
Horns make everything better. This
dude,
making everything
that's the
better.
thing. When we were on the road to Toby Keith, he travels with the brass section. You know what I mean? Like
it's so cool.
It's really cool. And so I was just like, it's not a new idea by any means. It's just I think the prevalence and how often it shows up in the album. You're just like, this guy really likes horns, man.
Well, the new one out is called Somebody Else's Whiskey. It's from the new album called, it's self-entitled to Frank Ray. We got it on for you right now. From the new album from Frank Ray, Somebody Else's Whiskey. I was checking the video out. I like the video a lot. That's
Dude, the
really-
video
turned
was
out well.
fun.
Yeah,
The
it
video
turned
was
out
fun. People ask me all the time if I was really consuming that much alcohol, and
You're
the
like,
answer
yes.
is yes.
Yes.
The answer is
Absolutely.
yes. I got.
You are a method actor.
Oh, my
Was
gosh,
there a
that's what it is.
stand-in, or was it really alcohol?
Oh, no, it was really alcohol.
Really?
Okay, because I know, like, Dean Martin used to drink apple juice on stage, and everybody's like,
that's-
he's a lush!
That's way smarter. It's way smarter. Like my wife was not happy with me, so I wish I would have had apple juice.
Yeah, you're watching the video going, oh, that's what I did.
She watched the video. She's like, well, that makes sense now. 'Cause I showed up to the house in an Uber, just
Hey, we shot video,
What's going on?
baby.
Yeah.
Rock star.
But fun little Easter egg. It's I know the video is called Somebody Else's Whiskey, but anybody who knows me knows I love to drink tequila. I mean, I love whiskey, but I love tequila. And so that bottle in the back, I mean, that's what I was drinking was tequila.
Right,
It was
okay.
Somebody else's tequila.
Truth be
I
known.
thought about you the other day. I watched Young Guns with my son, and
Yeah.
that's your basically that was your backyard is where a lot of that went down.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much, man. I mean, and growing up, obviously, that movie is just incredible, man. Like, had like
Young
all
Guns
the
2 was
stars of
better.
that time. Young Guns 2
Facts.
was better, yeah.
Facts.
It was.
Yeah. But yeah, all the stars of that time were just put in one movie, and it was just like, here you go.
Yeah, that's
It was
right.
awesome, yeah.
Frank Ray's with us. The album is out, the new one. It's his, his labeled debut album, and we are excited to have more with Frank Ray coming up. Hang on. Hey, Frank Ray is in the studio. His label debut album is out, so make sure you get it. And it's just called Frank Ray. Frank Ray.
Isn't that weird, man?
It's just weird.
I should have come up with a different name.
I guess they do. I mean, they do it just to get your name out there.
That's what it is. It's a branding thing.
Yes.
And honestly, they asked me for ideas, and I couldn't come up with anything clever.
My first album.
It's my debut.
You could have made it look like a Fisher Price thing. It could have been Frank Ray, my first album.
A little handprint.
Dude, even better, the art. You know, you've got your shirt on and everything, but you could have been sitting there crisscross applesauce on the ground with a Fisher Price record player.
Man,
my first album.
Missed opportunity.
Dude.
You know, that would be my second one. I'll call it my second album. That's what I'll call that.
Boy, it'd be great. You know, you've made it. You're starting to make headway as an artist when you have not only a Guy Fieri story, but also a Bret Michaels story.
Yeah, man, all in the same night. It was crazy. Man, I got to tell you, Guy Fieri he's just a badass, man.
Is he? I never know how to take him.
Carson's a super fan.
So much.
Yeah, like you're gonna love him even more when I tell you. Like he walked out just like murdered out, right? Just decked out in black from head to toe, like the freshly frosted tips, sunglasses at night, and with a cigar. And he's just like walking around with probably what I would assume is $100,000 worth of ice on his wrists and on his like necklace. Like
It's good to be Guy.
Dude, he has this really loud, like obnoxious kind of personality on TV, right? Don't kick my ass, sorry, Guy. It's not obnoxious. It's but it's over the top, right?
Charming. It's charming.
It's over the top, and he's just like,
adorable.
"Hey guys, I'm Guy Fieri."
He's a character.
But dude, like in real life, he's so smooth. Like you're just like, I want to be that guy's friend. Like he looks like he owns a tiger, probably. I don't know. He probably does. But like,
so who's more outrageous, him or Bret? Do you find?
Bret for sure. Bret's a little. Well, I saw Bret in the capacity of a show though, so he has to be like energetic. But yeah, backstage, Bret's just super cool too, man. Like, and it's just crazy that I get to say that. And he was just like, bro, it's awesome. I want to bring you out on the road. I already called the management and this and whatever they're paying you, we'll double it, we'll triple it. Yeah, you come on out. And I was like,
the most Bret thing ever.
I know. I was like, this is rock and roll, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, none of that'll happen, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Not at all.
Yeah.
Dude, the very. Well, see,
the most. I love Bret.
Yeah.
I love Bret. I'm just saying that he talks a lot. He's
It's the rock of love money, baby.
Bubba, I'm coming to your house for Easter, man. We're gonna hang out.
We're gonna hide eggs together.
Several Easters later.
I will say this: that was probably our third show with Bret Michaels. So it's something that's consistent, and I think we have like another 9 shows slated with him throughout the year at some point.
Do you get on the private jet?
No, I'm not that cool. Are you kidding me?
I mean, you don't. He's a
maybe.
nice guy, right?
Yeah, maybe one day. Not yet.
But, hey, can I get a ride?
Yeah, that's. I'm 3 shows in. You know what I mean?
All
I
right.
probably got to be like 6 shows in before he's like, all right, let's get on the PJ and go rock out.
The PJ.
But the PJ. That's what Jelly Roll calls it. So I was like, what's a PJ, man? He's like, yeah, private jet. I was like, I don't know.
You're saying PJ. You're saying Jelly Roll.
Dude.
Ice, man, we're dropping
These
it
are all
all.
cool guys, dude. I mean, I have to drop names that way people go listen to my album and be like, oh, this guy knows people.
Oh, that's
we
true.
should go
You have
listen
an
to it.
album.
Yeah,
right.
We should go listen to him. Who's this Frank?
Frank somebody?
Ray? Jay? I don't know what is it.
No, don't do that. Don't tell people. Frank Ray, R-A-Y. Frank Ray. It's out. Make sure you get it. Dude, it's good to see you again.
Good to see y'all, man.
Thank you. Congrats on everything. And looking forward to a really exciting next year for you. I really feel
great,
it, man.
man.
Thank you, man. Frank Ray, everybody. All right. Well, that was great. That was good. You did good.
Thank you.
I have no idea what it was because this is taped afterwards. But
You were amazing, though.
Thanks. Appreciate it.